Hi, I'm Jen Hilman, and today we are beginning our series of yoga for flexibility. So a lot of us live our lives not really stretching or spending a lot of time doing a lot of exercise or activity, and naturally your muscles start to become tight and stiff, and this will contribute to low back pain, neck and shoulder pain, headaches, other issues. So stretching and improving the flexibility of our muscles helps so much in alleviating that tension and stress that naturally builds up in our body. So with this first video, we are going to be focusing on flexibility for your low back. So I know a lot of you guys have some low back pain, and some of these stretches I'm going to show you will be really great to help alleviate that low back pain right away. So go ahead and favorite this video, and we will get started with some easy stretches to help improve the mobility and flexibility of your low back. All right, so to begin our practice today, we are going to start in a comfortable seat. So just find a place where you can sit comfortably, and if it's difficult for you to sit all the way up straight without straining, then grab a pillow or cushion, something that you can sit on that will elevate your hips a little higher and will make it easier and more comfortable for you to sit comfortably. It's a rainy day here in Austin, Texas. It's a perfect day to be inside doing some stretches, taking care of ourselves. What is it that you like to do on a rainy day? Leave your comments below and we'll begin our practice. So starting from this comfortable seat, we're just going to start with a nice gentle twist. So it's nothing too crazy. Just reach your left hand across to your right knee. Bring your right hand back behind you. Sit up as tall as you can in your spine and just gently begin to twist towards the right. So if you have a lot of tension in your low back, you may not have a lot of mobility here. So don't worry if you can't twist very far. Just find your own personal edge and twist as far as your body can comfortably. So you might start to get a little stretch through your spine, through your torso, maybe a little bit along your side body. But if you're feeling any pain, then just back out of it and go really gentle and easy with yourself, especially as we're just getting started. And coming back to center, we'll move across to the other side. Bring your right hand across to your left knee, your left hand back behind you. Remember to sit up nice and tall to create space, and then you begin to twist. Keep lifting up through your spine to grow taller and taller with every breath. The more space you can create, the more room you'll have to twist just a little bit deeper. And remember to always breathe as you rotate through your spine. We'll make our way back to center. So we are going to do a side body stretch, stretching the side of your waist here. This can help stretch out any tension through your low back here. So sweep your right hand as far over to the right side as you can, and you stretch up and over to the left. So we're reaching through your left fingertips at the same time that you ground your pelvis down through the left side. So you have a very dynamic and active stretch along the left side of your body. So check in, make sure you're really reaching through your left fingertips. So your left arm isn't asleep up here, but it's really reaching and helping to facilitate a deeper stretch. And don't forget to take those nice deep breaths. To the other side. So extend your left arm over to the left and sweep your right arm up and over, like tracing the arc of a beautiful rainbow. So stretch actively through your right fingertips, really reach. So if you imagine as if you were trying to reach something on the other side of the room. You really got to stretch to get to it. And don't forget to root through your pelvis. So your pelvis stays grounded on the floor, and that will give you that counter stretch you need to really reach and activate those muscles along the side of your waist. From here, we're going to extend one leg forward. So I'll start with my right side. So extend your right leg forward in front of you and keep your left leg bent so the sole of your foot comes to the inside of your right thigh. And again, if this is not easy for you, you might want to sit on a pillow or cushion. That elevates your hips and makes it a little easier. Then with your right leg extended, start to walk your fingertips forward towards your foot. Now, if your muscles are very tight and stiff, you might not be able to fold over very far. That's totally okay, as long as you're getting that stretching sensation through the back of your legs, maybe even through the back of your hip. Just breathe into that sensation. That's all that we're working with right now. So you just want to feel into your body, stretching the backs of your legs and the backs of your hips. So a lot of people don't realize that the pain and tension that builds up in our low back can sometimes be a result of tightness and tension in our hamstrings. So we've got to spend a little time stretching our hamstrings in order to relieve that tension in the low back, because it's all connected. All of those muscle groups are connected through your pelvis. So we've got to stretch it all out. And come all the way up and change to the other side. Extending your left leg forward, bend your right knee in, and then you'll start to walk your fingertips forward. Oh yeah, just breathing into that stretch. Find wherever is your own edge. So it's that maximum stretch that you can really find, where you're getting that sensation, you're feeling the stretching, you're really working into it, but you don't want to push yourself beyond the limit of what's comfortable. So we don't want to go into a place where it feels painful or where you might be hurting yourself. Play with that edge, finding that balance. And so I was mentioning that low back pain can come from tightness in the hamstrings and hips. So stay tuned for our flexibility series, because in our next video, we'll be targeting those tight hamstrings and hips. And make your way back up to center. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and scoot back a little bit so you can extend both legs forward. We'll fold all the way forward over both legs. Now this might seem pretty intense. Doing one leg at a time is one thing, but doing both legs at the same time is a lot of stretch sensation. So remember to breathe. Your deep and relaxed breaths will help your body to release the tension and stretch a little further, allowing you to relax and increase that flexibility, increase that range of motion. So when we're practicing to develop our flexibility and really help those muscles get longer and more stretchy, it's beneficial to hold your stretches longer than you normally would. So once you reach your edge, you find that place where you've stretched as far as you can, you have some stretch receptors that tell your muscles it's time to stop stretching. But if you stay with it and keep breathing and let your body slowly relax, then those stretch receptors start to release and you can fold a little bit farther. So that's how you can really deepen your flexibility. just by taking your time, holding that stretch longer than you would expect. Use your breath to help you relax. And slowly the muscles will begin to release tension, and you can increase your flexibility. All right, then we'll make our way all the way up. So that seated forward fold is a great one for stretching the hamstrings, but also stretching across your back and stretching all the way through your spine. That's one of my favorite poses. So now we're going to move on to our hands and knees. So come forward and plant your hands on your mat. And just bring your knees directly underneath your hips. We're going to do a little exercise called cat and cow. So you will inhale, lift your chest and your tailbone, look up towards the sky and really arch your back. Then as you exhale, scoop your tailbone under, tuck your chin in towards your chest, and round your spine. Press your hands into the floor to help you stretch your spine up towards the ceiling. And we'll reverse. Inhale to lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, roll your shoulders back so your chest is open. Then exhale, round your spine. Tone your abdominals up and in so you feel your belly muscles working as you scoop your tailbone down and press your spine up towards the sky. And again, inhale and open. Exhale and round. And we'll do this just a couple more times. Move at the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl it under. And we'll go one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then go ahead to sink your hips down to your heels so you sit all the way back. Stretch your fingertips forward and let your forehead come down onto the ground. So we're coming into child's pose. This is a very restful pose that also will stretch along your low back. So if you bring your knees wide apart, you'll sink deeper into your hips. But if you bring your knees closer together, it will help you to stretch your spine and stretch through your low back. And don't forget to take some deep, relaxed breath. Fill yourself completely with air and let it go. Release. Now lift your gaze between your hands. Root your hands down onto your mat. Tuck your toes underneath you and start to lift your hips up towards the sky, coming into a downward facing dog. You can pedal your heels right and left, stretching into the backs of your legs a bit. Again, just working with your flexibility, stretching your muscles open. One of my teachers used to always say, your muscles will never stretch unless you stretch your muscles. So you've got to do the work. And just start to walk your feet forward, bringing your feet up to meet your hands. And we'll meet in this forward fold. Let your knees bend as much as you need so that your upper body can completely relax over your legs. All right,
right? So your belly might even come all the way down onto your thighs if you bend your knees nice and deep. Let your head relax completely so the crown of your head will drop down towards the floor, releasing tension through your neck and your entire spine. So keep your feet grounded into the mat, keep your hips stable right where they are, and let's walk both hands towards the right side. Reach your left fingertips across your body as far as you can to help you get a stretch again along the left side of your body, along the left side of your waist, and even into your low back on the left side. So just getting a nice twist here, stretching into your spine. Then walk your hands over to the other side. Reaching over to the left, stretch your right fingertips as far to the left as you can while keeping your hips stable and grounded. And always stay connected to the rhythm of your breath. Your way back to center, folding over both legs. And now bend your knees deeply and come back to sit all the way down. And you can come back to that comfortable seat right where we started. And just take a moment here to close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall through your spine. And let your breathing be steady and deep. Feel that residual sensation from stretching your spine and your low back. And just notice if you have less pain or less tension than you had before we started. Just feel free to stay in this meditative space for as long as you can. It's very rare that we take a moment to just be still and be quiet with ourselves. But it's one of the best things we can do to relieve stress and increase our mental clarity and focus. So if you're feeling better after watching this video, be sure and give me a thumbs up. Leave me your comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the YOGATX channel, where you get access to our complete Yoga for Flexibility series. And don't forget to visit my website, jenhilman.com, for all the latest and greatest things that I've been up to and lots of new content for you. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day. Just a little bit deeper. Notice how the stretch changes. Where do you feel it the most? Send your breath to that place. And we'll slowly come all the way back up.